Welcome to the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri. MLB Network is live from Busch Stadium. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Luke Weaver, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it two really strong starts.
Here's Ryan Braun now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the right fielder, Ryan Braun.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard on the ground towards short. DeYoung fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
In is Christian Yelich. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike one to start the at-bat. Dan Dero, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, Dero. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, center fielder number 6, Lorenzo.
Into the box now, Lorenzo Cain. First offering on its way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. Weaver, it's a guy who throws a lot of strikes, rarely walks people, but what does bite him occasionally is the home run ball.
Matt, this is a guy that's not a power.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Jimmy Nelson gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Boy, was he super good in his last one. A complete game shutout. A true gem. He certainly would like to repeat that performance here.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting. Great defense. Good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you know, you have to be really careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Jose Martinez becomes out number 2 this inning. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson, batting .500, 5 for 10. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
The 0-2 delivery. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Eric Thames. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. He Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Gone! Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him. As the Brewers get on the board first, it's 1-0.
2 home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
In now, Travis Shaw. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Pham is there, and he has it for the first out.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And we have to focus on Matt Carpenter right here. This guy bounces around, can play a number of different positions, and has a good enough arm to play them all and play them all at a high level.
No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit at third. Carpenter has it. And there's out number 2.
Batting 7th, second baseman, Jonathan Villar.
So striding in, Jonathan Villar. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. First pitch on its way. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0. Standing in now, Yadier Molina as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. His batter-pitcher matchup numbers against Jimmy Nelson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Popped him up. Thames is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 6th, left fielder, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. 2 out, nobody on. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Jimmy Nelson. 9-1-2 due up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Hard liner to center field. Pham patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. So one man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Here's Ryan Braun now. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. Fowler is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Ready for another chance, Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Hit sharply on the ground. Jerko has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they're on top 2-0. Here's Jed Jerko now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He's looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Ball 1. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike 1 and 2.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to him, maybe, against the pitcher.
He is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out. Stepping into the box, Luke Weaver.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Fowler. 1 out. Digging in to try it again, Eric Thames. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. Pham ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run. solo shot to right center. His second of the game, and the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. High in the air out to center field. Pham moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Villar. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
That last at-bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was away. That he went out and hooked and he pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage.
And they swipe the tag on him, and the inning is over. But the Brewers tack on, courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 3-0 Milwaukee. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Again, he sends it out of play. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Popped him up. Shaw over to his right. One down.
Now batting, first baseman, Jose Martinez.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. One out, nobody on. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit back up the middle. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Tommy Pham. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Carpenter shading to his right. 1 out.
The batter, pitcher, Jimmy Nelson.
At the plate, Jimmy Nelson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit to short. DeYoung's got it. And there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 8, Ryan Braun.
Striding into the box, Ryan Braun. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground is short. DeYoung gathers it in. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. Leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, I never want to take an offense's aggression away, but they've been swinging at a lot of pitches early in the count. Find themselves down. I think they need to regroup, have a meeting in the dugout, and figure out a way to maybe look at some pitches.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. In is Christian Yelich. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. 8th home run on the season for him, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Matty V, Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
Yeah, you're watching this pitcher. He's just not executing on both sides. They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Stepping in now, Lorenzo Cain, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. In head-to-head action against Tyler Lyons, he's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him deep once. Sliders in for a strike. slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Eric Thames will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled to the right side. Jerk of 2 gone.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman, Travis.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Travis Shaw. He doubled his last time through. First pitch on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know it's going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
This is line to left. Ozuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Brewers get a run. Here's Jed Jerko now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Fly ball out toward left center field. There to take it now is Kane as he puts it away for the first out. Standing in, Jet Bandy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a strike. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Greg Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Garcia.
Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 4-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Sean Gilmartin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 36. Sean Gilmartin.
Jonathan Villar will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Drilled down the line, and another base hit for him as he's gone 3 for 3 in this one.
This guy came into today absolutely on fire, and nothing has changed. He looks seriously hitterish at the dish right now. That's his third knock of the game.
Here, Molina, third at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips.
I mean, Yachty, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Oh, and 1 the count to Molina. Hit hard on the ground to second. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th. And there's 1 down now.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Into the box, Jimmy Nelson. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Molina leads off first with 1 away. Hit hard back up the middle. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And that's the 2nd out. And now they'll tag him out between first and second. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals nothing. And now back to the leadoff spot from the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Ready for another shot now. Jose Martinez 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and 1 strike. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends. So stepping in, Ryan Braun. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Ryan Braun.
First delivery to him on the way. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Pham racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Christian Yelich will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one, a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First offering on its way. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw gets him, 2 down. The tag, and he's out at the plate. One hit's all they get. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Brewers lead it 4-0. Here's Matt Carpenter. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Tap down the line, but it gets foul. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Braun moves over. 1 out.
The left fielder, number 23, Marcell.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
It jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
And right into the shift. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. John Brebbia is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 6,
Harrison Bader will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to the right, but foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He swings and misses. Throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Two out, nobody on. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Orlando Arcia with a solo shot. 4th home run here in the early going. And the Brewers have made this a 5-0 ball game. Jonathan Villar will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Last chance coming up here for the Redbirds. It's the Brewers 5 and the Cardinals nothing. Digging in, Jet Bandy. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Catcher, Jet Bandy.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off. Pitch on the way. Started that swing a bit too early.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder, Harrison Bader.
Digging in, Harrison Bader. First offering on its way. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A sinker over the outside corner for strike two. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game. Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, man, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hit on the ground toward the left. Arcia gloves it. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
5-0 the final score today. The Milwaukee Brewers sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Jimmy Nelson notches his 3rd win of the year as he tosses a complete game 1-hitter. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Looking first at the NL Central, Jimmy Nelson got the W while striking out 16, helping the Brewers down the Cardinals 5-0. The Reds earned the 3-game series sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-3. The Pirates put together 10 total hits as they crushed the Cubs 9-2. The New York Mets allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-0. The Nationals pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pulverized the Braves 10-0. It was their 7th win in a row. The Rockies held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 4-2. They now have 6 straight victories. The Dodgers combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-2. The Giants took down the visiting Diamondbacks. Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. In the National League Central, the Brewers got 12 hits in this one as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they were victorious in extra innings over the Marlins 8-7. The Cubs grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Braves 8-7. The Redbirds racked up 11 hits as a team as they ran over the Reds 9-3. The Washington Nationals bested the visiting Rockies 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. The San Diego Padres snapped their 5-game losing streak as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-3. The Tampa Bay Rays defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 4-3. The Red Sox totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 3-2. The Indians got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 6-5. The Tigers defeated the visiting Yankees 4-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim put up 16 hits on the day as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 10-5. Jose Barrios allowed only 1 earned run pitching into the 9th inning, helping lead the Twins to the win over the White Sox 5-1. The Oakland Athletics combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 5-4. Alex Bregman grabbed 4 hits overall in the contest, leading the Stros to a win over the Rangers 1-0. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
MLB Network has baseball coming your way from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Robert Gesellman will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Digging in, Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The Brewers, center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. Bruce is there, 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Hero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps. Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's on the April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Cespedes is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping in, Eric Thames. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's off his leg on the mound. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that one is gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Brewers have now taken a 3-0 lead. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. High and deep to right center. Get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's set. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game. And what do they do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, I've been very impressed with Asdrubal Cabrera. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this. Standing in, Jonathan Villar. Lifetime matchup numbers with Gesellman. He's just 1 for 6. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle. And this will get on through past Reyes for a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Cespedes is right there, 1 down.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Over to Gonzalez, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and stepping in the dangerous left-handed hitter Jay Bruce. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Set to deliver the 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. 1 out, nobody on. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. And there's a swing and a miss by Bruce as he set down on strikes. 2 away.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
He's set and the pitch. Fouled off. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called, he was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Digging in now for the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the 3rd. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive base hit. So we'll see if they have something in the works here with the leadoff hitter aboard and a guy that can really handle the bat in the #2 spot.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Kane aboard here at first with nobody out. Liner in there for a base hit.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Here's Ryan Braun now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second.
Hey, D-Roll, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Into the box now, Eric Thames.
As he swings and hits a laser to right.
In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. The relay throw, and they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come in to score. Coming to the plate now, Travis Shaw. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that gets through for a one-out base hit. Now a long throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. In now, Orlando Arcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. Home run number 5 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0. Standing in now, Jonathan Villar. Line toward the alley in left center. Cespedes is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So this. Here's Adrian now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Oh, no, he totally missed it. And he is in there. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Couple of hits for him and 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Travis d'Arnaud is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Juan Lagares will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Now a knuckler hit on the ground to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in at the shortstop, Jose Reyes. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Popped him up. Shaw is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
The batter.
Now at the plate, Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And a fastball just a bit up. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Popped him up. Thames is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 2 left for the Mets. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Seth Lugo answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here's Molina around first. He'll try for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with a bat in his hands.
Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now the relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Lorenzo Cain. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. This one skied out toward right. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now. Next for Milwaukee, Christian Yelich. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Bruce. Gone into the upper tank.
That ball was absolutely blasted. 113 miles an hour off the bat, according to Show Track. As you see the distance there, that's one that'll get people talking.
Here's Ryan Braun now. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But the Brewers do get 2 on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Brewers 9 and the Mets nothing. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Comes right after him with the fastball for a strike. Way in front of that fastball.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And the pitch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, right fielder, Jay Bruce.
Riding in once again, Jay Bruce. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the stretch. Fouled away. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. And Bruce can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Eric Thames.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping for. At the plate, Travis Shaw. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a line drive. But a foul ball. Ready with the 0-1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Shaw, the runner at second with 1 away. Line toward the alley in left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. Shaw ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. Ready now, Jonathan Villar. And now following the 2-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Shot toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
He swings and grounds it to short.
Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Brewers get a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Brewers 10 and the Mets nothing. Here's Todd Frazier now. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making change their entire approach necessarily. But now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Here's Adrian now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Gonzalez behind, 0-2 the count now.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the fifth. Settling in now, Travis d'Arnaud. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
Behind 0-2 now. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Lead looks insurmountable here. They're down 10-0. So now the Brewers pitcher, Corey Knebel, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Line drive to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. 0-1 the count. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
This is pulled into right. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's out on a strong throw.
First baseman number 7, Eric Thames.
Digging in once again, Eric Thames. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. The 0-2 once more. Line drive to center field. Cespedes is there. 2 gone.
Now batting.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. He's set. Here it comes. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Cespedes going back. And just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. The relay. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 5 base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9-1. Brandon Nimmo is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Brandon Nimmo.
In there for strike 1. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Jose Reyes. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And a swing by Reyes as this is hit on the ground out to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
When the guy in the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking. 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Down in order go the Mets. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Hansel Robles enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Jonathan Villar. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch of the at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Cespedes is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 2.
Up next for Milwaukee, catcher Yadier Molina.
So here's Yadi Molina now with 2 gone and the base is empty. First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3. Digging in now, Michael Conforto. No hits to this point.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Hit to third. Backhanded. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. So here's the cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Swinging a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Here comes the Milwaukee skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Jacob Barnes takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jacob Barnes.
0-1 count and the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Braun has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Now at the plate, Todd Frazier. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Strike 2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Mets leave 1. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. So here now is the pitcher, Jacob Barnes, and he's getting it here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. Oh boy, this is some serious bragging rights for the next couple weeks in the clubhouse. When a relief pitcher gets an AB and is able to capitalize with a big base hit, he's not going to let the boys hear the end of this one.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Lined hard toward right center. Cespedes is there, and he has it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Christian Yelich. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First delivery to him on the way. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Gone! These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one.
Throw gets Braun at first as he grounds out for out number 2. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Hit well on the ground to first. And Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Brewers are out in front, 14-0. At the plate, Adrian Gonzalez. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball 1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And that's swung on and missed, so Adrian's a strikeout victim here, and there's 1 away.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. The 7 train making its stops just outside Citi Field as we welcome you back inside for the remainder of baseball on the show. Jerry Spamiglia enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Shoots this one to first, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Orlando Arcia. Set and the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a hot shot down the line. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Villar. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. And now bases. Just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem.
Up next for Milwaukee.
So coming to the plate, Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And first strand 1, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. Josh Hader takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's a strike. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now to the plate, Michael Conforto will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
14-0 is the final in this one. The Milwaukee Brewers blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Corey Knebel wins his 3rd of the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Robert Gesellman was hit hard.
Welcome to this edition of Inside the Show. There will be 42s everywhere today in honor of the barrier-breaking Jackie Robinson. Before we get there, though, here's what happened yesterday. Looking first at the NL Central, Christian Yelich had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish as the Brewers took care of the Mets 14-0. Josh Bell drove home 3 runs as the Pirates pushed past the Marlins 6-4. The Chicago Cubs took down the visiting Braves 3-1. The Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 4-2. The Washington Nationals put together 10 total hits as they bested the visiting Rockies 6-1. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Dodgers only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 4-1. The San Diego Padres totaled 11 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 4-1. The Philadelphia Phillies got 11 hits overall as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-2. The Red Sox picked up 14 hits in total as they blew out Baltimore 10-1. The Blue Jays pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they pounded the Indians 6-0. The Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 3-1. The White Sox defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 4-2. The Oakland Athletics smacked 15 team hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 8-4. The Houston Astros stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 4-3. And that's our show on this Jackie Robinson Day. Should be a lot of great games as well as celebrations of the great number 42. Talk to you again tomorrow.